Several years ago, when I was in rehab, I was given a drug called trazodone. It's supposed to ease you into sleep, which is comforting if you're used to taking a substance just to go to bed, hence you being in rehab. Anyway, I have a high tolerance for most chemicals, I think. But when sleep finally did come, I had horrifying nightmares every single night. I dreamt that one of my brothers was lost in a dark forest, and I had to call the forest rangers in to look for him. They brought a helicopter, and as it was taking off, I was suddenly hit with the feeling that I was the only one who was going to be able to find him. So I grabbed onto the non-retractable landing gear at the last second as it took off. I was instantly hit with regret and the knowledge that grabbing onto the landing gear was probably the worst decision I could have made, as I felt the helicopter flying higher and higher. It was so real. My arms were dead with tiredness as I tried desperately to hang on, knowing the rangers looking for my brother would have no way of knowing I was right underneath them. I felt the freezing cold wind cutting into my knuckles. It was just so cold. I eventually couldn't hold on any longer and I fell. I didn't even look up at the helicopter. I just watched the ground and the tops of the trees fly towards me, and I thought, oh shit! They say you don't die in dreams, but I hit the ground. Everything flashed white, and then it flashed black. And then I woke up. I also dreamt I was being chased through a dimly lit maze by something, and I was terrified of making any wrong turns. And I made a wrong turn. I hit a dead end. I remember thinking I might have enough time to turn around and keep going, but I didn't. I was trapped. When I turned around, there was a little girl who looked like she had drowned, cornering me there. Her skin was bloated. She had wet, black hair, a ripped-up looking muddy dress, and she had no face. And she was going to drag me into the water and drown me. There was no water, like I said. I was in a scary, dark maze, but I just knew that's what she was going to do to me. Bang! And then I woke up. It's such a vivid memory. They both are. This one actually happened recently. I dreamt I was at my parents' house, and it was daytime. Everything was normal. Everything was like how it really is. The lighting was the same, everything. I was standing near the kitchen table, talking to my little brother and my mom, who were both eating. When we were little, I was really mean to my little brother all the time. It's one of my biggest regrets, and I think about it a lot. As a result, I'm very overprotective of him, and I'm extra nice to him, and I haven't done anything shitty to him in at least 12 or 13 years. Despite the fact that he is now bigger than me, stronger than me, and probably tougher than me, he's still my little brother, and I'll fight anyone who does anything even remotely spiteful to him. Not that anyone does, or that he even needs my protection. Anyway, I'm talking to them, and my little brother starts choking. He's gesturing to his neck, and he's hitting his chest with his palm. Dream logic kicks in, and I go, maybe if I just give him a hug, the food will just pass through him and it will just sort itself out. So, I go to give him a hug, and he turns his head to look at me, but for some reason, he's got my mom's face on his face instead of his own. Only the skin was much more gray. It was glaring at me, and immediately reached out with his right arm and grabbed my neck with an iron grip and squeezed my throat with inhuman strength and forced me down to my knees, still easily choking me with one hand. And then I woke up. It was one of those dreams that was normal, almost insignificant, not scary at all, until all of a sudden it got terrifying in the last 5 or 10 seconds.